From the fighting city of Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love, it's the Grade 1 $1 million Cotillion, and the fillies are going to lay it on the line to see which one goes into the Breeders' Cup, coming off a Grade 1 win. And the Kentucky Oaks winner, Serengetti Empress, headlines this field. She has had back-to-back gut-wrenching losses, losing to a couple of horses that threw down huge speed figures. That was after winning the Kentucky Oaks, and she won that wire to wire, put down some nice fractions going a half a mile in 46, and then the mile in 136 kind of ran them off their feet and picked up the victory at 13-1. Meanwhile, in the Acorn, she faced Guarana, who she also gets a rematch with in this race, and then she went up against Coffee in the test stakes, and they threw down a 121-1. And her speed figure in the loss was a 101. Now, she gets the rail this time. Irad Ortiz stays on, and she's going to have to kind of gun it from the rail to get position. But her best weapon is her speed, and I think she has a big shot in this race. I think she just be maybe a little bit more faster going longer, and if the track is playing kindly to the inside, or she can kind of float out to the middle of the track, Serengetti Empress is going to take a lot of beating in this spot. I'm going to reveal the answer right away. Serengetti Empress is my selection in the Cotillion Stakes. Meanwhile, A Fleet Destiny, she's been competing in these Grade 1s, ran in the Alabama, ran in the Delaware Oaks, but she's really not really competitive in a race like this. She's 1 for 14 lifetime, 0 for 8 in 2019. A Fleet Destiny, a long shot. Street Band ran a sneaky good third in the Alabama Stakes. She was kind of locked and loaded on the turn, got pushed back a little bit, and was still running on late to the Great Dunbar Road. And Dunbar Road is going to take a lot of beating wherever she shows up. Street Band, definitely a contender, and I think her best race is probably her Fairgrounds Oaks, where she kind of inherited the lead when Serengetti Empress didn't fire that day. But I could see a scenario in which Street Band wins this race just because of some other horses not firing, and maybe Serengetti Empress doesn't get a good trip. Meanwhile, Jeltrin won by 7 in the prep race for this race. She is another one who's won the Devona Dale back in March, and then kind of competed in the Mother Goose, the Acorn, and the Test Stakes. Jeltrin, another one who's got some sneaky good form, and on her best day can fire a winning effort. Collegeville Girl is a little bit outclassed in this spot, picked up a win by 5 lengths the last time. She's 2 for 4 lifetime, but she hasn't faced horses like Jeltrin and Street Band and Serengetti Empress. I think Collegeville Girl is going to be a long shot in this spot. Horologist, 4 straight wins coming into this race. Time to pick up the competition level here, and goes now into a Grade 1 off a Grade 3. Another one who's a nice horse. You know, speed figure wise, she's a lower 90s, maybe a 94, 95 on a really good day. But she's going to face horses here. She's facing a bigger field, and she's facing better horses. Going to have to run longer and run faster. That's usually not a good mix for Horologist. She Makes Me Smile, another one stepping up in class off a 30-length loss and then a 6-length loss. She also lost by 3. She's lost 3 in a row. She was claimed earlier this year, and 5 for 19 wins. She Makes Me Smile, definitely a 50-1 outsider. Meanwhile, you get Guarana coming off back-to-back wins. She's undefeated, 3 for 3 lifetime. And, you know, she picked up a win the last time in a 5-horse field in the CA Oaks at Saratoga. I just didn't, you know, I picked her in that race. I thought she had a big chance to win that race. But now she faces, from the outside, other good horses in good form. And I think Guarana is going to be favored here. And I'm just not sure she's going to pick up the win. I prefer horses like Street Band or Jeltrin even over Guarana. So if the odds shake out right, you might be able to maybe get Guarana out of the money. I just thought she had a big pace edge the last time, and I'm not sure she's really a 9-furlong horse. I think she's more likely going to be in the 7-furlong Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Sprint than she is going a route, and I think that's why he's saving, Chad Brown is saving Dunbar Road for the distaff. Meanwhile, Sweet Sammy D, another long shot, lost to Horologist the last time. Bellafina, you know, if it's a 4-horse field at Santa Anita, that's barely her game, but ever since she's went east and faced big fields, she just can't run with these horses. She ran a nice race, I guess, in the Test Stakes, but she's outside of the other speed. Got to face Guarana, got to face Street Band, got to face horses like Serengetti Empress, and I think Bellafina is going to be overbet in this spot. She's just not a Grade 1 horse in a 7 or 8 horse field. That's just the way I think she is. I think she kind of got some cupcakes in those 4 and 5 horse fields at Santa Anita this winter, and we never really found out anything about her. Jaywalk picked up a win in the Delaware Oaks and then kind of lost in the Monmouth Oaks. I think she's probably capable of better than the last race. I like her better than Bellafina, but she's another one who really peaked as a 2-year-old in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile and really has yet to find that form as a 3-year-old. So a competitive Grade 1 Cotillion. I'm going to lean towards Serengeti Empress. I think Guarana is a fade at 9 furlongs. I could make a case for Street Band, and I also like Jeltrin a little bit. This is going to be a good race. Don't forget, hit subscribe as we lead you up to the Breeders' Cup. We've also got a preview of the Pennsylvania Derby online this week, and hit subscribe for more race videos and ring that bell for notifications. It's the Grade 1 Cotillion, a classy filly race from Parx Racing.